They are doing road construction out on the front of my house, and so if you can hear beep 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 and men and construction stuff, that's what that's about. So anyways, how are you? How have you been? How is your summer so far, or winter, depending on where you are? It could be winter. I have a wee bit to talk about today. I have my planner. Well, you saw the list. We don't need to go through all that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the planner first because, sure, it's still missing the photo from this floss tube because I'm doing the floss tube right now, and so I wouldn't have a photo of it. I guess I could have been energetic and made one, but I didn't. Anyways, this is my June stitching calendar spread, and I think it turned out really pretty. Obviously down here is going to be the floss tube because that's what the floss tube is. But I did get all my stitching done, got my notes taken, and all of that kind of stuff, and I wish I could figure out how to flip this camera. It's right, but it's wrong. I don't know. These are Cartabella decorations and stuff. But so that's how this month's calendar turned out. Next month looks like this. I paid extra for the decorations. Don't be jealous. No, I haven't done anything with it, obviously. But so that's my stitching project tracker thing. It's not really a planner because I don't plan. I go back and fill it in at the end of the month. So I don't think that's called planning. That's called tracking, I think. Wait a minute. There's stuff on the floor. Ugh. Oh, never mind. Garbage. Okay. Next thing is going to be, we have a pull-through driveway, and so they like to take shortcuts through the driveway, and it's like, there's somebody right next to me. Yeah, anyways. I want to thank Sandra Potter on Instagram. She hooked me up, and people are so kind and generous, but please don't feel like you have to buy me anything or any stuff like that. I am appreciative, very, very much appreciative. But I don't want anybody to feel like in order to, you don't have to buy me things. You don't have to buy me things. I don't know how to react when people buy me things. I'm like, thank you. Why did you do that? But thank you. Anyways, I have been looking for this chart by Jean Privé, and I think somebody corrected me last time, but that's how the words are coming out. So anyways, and so I'm adding this to my 2023 stitching. So thank you so much, Sandra. I don't know if you watch me on Flosstube or not, but I thank you very much, and I'll link her information for her Instagram down below, and so you can check her out. We'll do a couple questions first. Somebody asked me if I was going to put I'm going to frame all of my finishes, and I have stuff all over. My house is a mess. People, it's gardening season. If I'm not out there, I'm asleep. Anyways, asked me if I was going to put my finishes under glass because of all the French knots and the specialty stitches and that kind of stuff. And I plan to. If it's a frame I can add some space to, I hope to put it under glass. My husband, we bought a whole bunch of these saw tool things, and I have no interest in it whatsoever, but he likes to tinker, and so okay. And if I can figure out how to have him build me spacers for the frame so I can still use the glass, I really want to use the glass because, you know, I look at these houses online and all this stuff and people show their homes and they're like freaking spotless. And I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know if you spend your days cleaning or if my house is just that much of a shithole. But it's always dusty and it's always dirty. And that sounds really bad. Like, I clean my house all the time. So I'm not saying like I'm a pigsty. Just don't look behind me. But it's like between the winter with the pellet stove running and the summer with all the doors and windows open, there's dust always. And so I'm always just in awe when I see people's houses. And they're like spotless. And I'm like, my life's too short. No. So, see my house from a distance, and then you can't see the dust. But anyways, I hope to put it under glass because dust. But if not, I'll just air can it off like I do everything else. Because that's how I roll. Sorry. Not sorry. So that was the answer to that. The other one was about showing how I do my French knots for like my sheep and my flowers and that kind of stuff. If you go to mousepotatodesigns.com and at the top you click on French knot info, I've been trying to put photos there of how I do my French knots. Now they're not really tutorials. If you've never tied a French knot before, tied, you need to go to YouTube and look up French knots and have somebody who has hella more skill at that than me show you how to actually tie a French knot. You basically pull the thread through, wrap it around your needle, stick it back down the knot. That's it. But you need, YouTube. It's Google's right arm, and so go figure out how to tie a French knot first and then come back to that webpage. And I did pictures of the sheep fleece and I did pictures of how I do some of my flowers and that kind of stuff. And hopefully that will kind of answer any questions. If not, just leave them down below, leave a comment on the page, email me, send me smoke signals. I mean, I'm all over the place. If you can't get hold of me, man, you are not looking. So, or you've been blocked. And in that case, you won't be watching this anyways. Actually, you can't block people from YouTube, unfortunately. Anyways, I mean, block them from commenting, but so that is where the French knots are. French knot tutorials are. So, but if you have questions, just let me know. I really just kind of wing it. My best advice is that you're stressing way too much over it. Just tie the knot and walk away. That really is all there is to it. Okay, so planner, notes, and thank yous. So let's get on to the stitching before, I get comments about, I'm just here for the stitching. It's all for the stitching. Hey man, some people spend a lot of time on their personal stuff, which I personally like because I like to get to know people, but it ticks a lot of people off. I don't know. Life's too short. Okay, eyeball. First up, Crochet a Go-Go, Spring in the City. Annabelle got to meet Edna and Elmer. Elmer and Annabelle have a lunch date. I didn't write any of the story on my Instagram or anything because, I don't know, I wasn't in the mood, but you guys are in the know now. Elmer asked Annie out. But they're going to paint his house as a first date, I think, because that's where I'm headed next is Elmer's house. Anyways, this is what it looks like so far. And I don't know if it's in front. It's there. I want you to see. Can you see the water? I don't know how to get it to. I bet my camera lens is dirty because dust. Anyway, so that is the French. I'm stuck on French knots. There's a lot of French knots. All of these flowers right in the middle are French knots. But so that is how Spring in the City is coming out. And I think right about there is where it can be. Hi. So I have a lot left on this one. I am really nervous about getting this one done today. No, this year. There's a lot of houses left to stitch. A lot. Yeah, I have this whole. See, Elmer's house is right here. No, here. That's Elmer's house. He's got 2 cats, Sophie and Benny. You met Sophie earlier. But see, then we got this whole top thing of houses to do. I don't know what that's part of the story is going to be. Neighborhood moving in, progress, pandemic. That could be. I mean, they're building like crazy people. Anyway, so, but I'm going to do his house yellow, I think, because that's an Elmer color. My grandpa would have liked it. See, the names come from my family, so that's the funny part. Personally funny. But yeah, so Elmer's house is going to be yellow, and Annie Belle is going to go help. She's going to pack a picnic lunch, and they're going to paint. No wine because they got to paint, and paint will go everywhere if they drink the wine. And I don't drink wine. I don't know why they drink wine. It's a goose and a rabbit. Anyways, so that's next month, and so that's spring in the city. Oh. I'm gonna lose the voice. It's gonna go. I'm by myself a lot. I don't talk a lot. Okay, let's do it. Jeanette Douglas. Oh, come on. There we go. Spring in the city. Mini bouquet stitch along. It's the free stitch along that she's doing, and we're doing June, which is right here, and mine doesn't look anything like that at all because I'm making up my own colors. This is what the chart looks like. It's a free chart. The link will be down below, so you can go right on over there and pick it up. And she's such a nice lady. I didn't realize she lives right above me in right below Calgary, I think, or somewhere like that. Most people live nowhere near me, and so that was kind of cool. I mean, she's not like next door. I mean, it's like 12 hours to drive there, but closer than most people. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Oop, this way. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says "Be the Sunshine." Anyway, so I got "Be the Sunshine" is the quote this time, but I really like it how bright and cheery it ended up being. So I thought that turned out really, really pretty. And the glass jar kind of looks like a glass jar with water. And so I have to roll it because we're headed into July. And I think I'm going to use on July. She did it kind of patriotic with the red and the blue on hers. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, there we go. Sort of. I think I'm going to use the Leo and Roxy red, white, and blue flosses that I got from Caroline of Evertote, or Off-Grid Needleworker, something like that. I won one of her giveaways, and so I've been dying to figure out what to use it on. So I might use that. Otherwise, that's something I'm not sure where it's going to go. So yeah. So the next one, it scared the bejeebers out of me and knocked on the door, and it scared the bejeebers out of me because I have my alarms off because I'm doing a video so that doesn't go off, and of course then somebody comes to my house and I don't hear it. Anyways, okay, where was I have no idea. Oh, they're doing asphalt. I had to go out last night and tell them, you cannot park these machines here. It stinks. They were leaving the machines by our back windows in the alley, and all right, next one up is another Crochet Go-Go because she rules. Have you seen her new I think it's Pledge Allegiance, or I don't know, her new Americana 4th of July one next 2024, maybe 2024. It's super cute. I want to do her winter one too. I want to do a lot of hers. Yeah. Anyways, this one is Keep Calm and Stitch. I am not doing this top part. So, and then this one right here, this is where I'm at right here. So, somewhere, I got stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh, I need to narrow it down to a window about this big. Anyways, this is where we're at. I think it's right about there that it's the best. But so I did that bottom part, and this one I should have done July, August, September, October, something like that. So that is what I've got left for that one. It's just pretty. And I didn't think I was going to like this fabric. Actually, I'm learning a lot about fabric this year, because a lot of these fabrics that I was like, I bought them, they look so pretty online. I got them home and was like, now that I'm stitching on them, I've decided that every fabric has a chart. And so, yeah, I like how this fabric is turning out with these, these colors. They're supposed to go together. So, and I can't off the top of my head even think of what color it is. Nougat. I think it's nougat. I don't know. I think of nougat as white, fluffy stuff in a Snickers bar. I found a recipe to make plant-based Snickers bars. I'm gonna have to do that, I think. I think that's gonna have to happen. Okay, anyway, so that was Keep Calm and Cross Stitch. And then the next one I have, this is another one that I didn't like the fabric at all when I got it. I was like, I think it's called Dirty something. All the information's down below or on my Instagram or my Facebook. You don't have to be a member of Facebook or Instagram to view this stuff. You just click on it and poof, it's there for free, because my stuff's all public and I share everything because I'm stupid. Anyways, Live Simply planner. I love planner. What? Sampler. And I just finished up these flowers, and I'll have to next time try my other camera and see how it works now that I got lights. Anyways, I don't know. But I didn't like this fabric at all, but I think it's going great with the... Anyways, I finished the laugh lots and the flowers above that, and I just have the bottom, but I think I'm going to fit this one July, August, September. It's scheduled to be finished in September, but I think I can get it done in August, because the bottom of the chart, the chart, I only have half a box. So it's just the bottom part of the box. I have the top part done. So all I have to do is finish the bottom. So I'm thinking I can do like the bottom of one box and part of the middle, and then finish the middle and the other box and have them done by the end of August. So I think that will be smashingly awesome. But I didn't like this fabric, but I think, what do you think? It's great big though. I didn't know it was going to be that big. Yes, I have a calculator. I should have known that, but it's going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. All right, next one up. They're no particular order. They're just in a pile over here. The next one I have is Little House Needleworks Patience. They're so cute. The little sheepy has a heart on his bum. It's so cute. Okay, and this is how this one looked out. I had to change the blue because in my wall of Wonder Floss, I don't know what happened to the blue. I had this all kitted up at the beginning of the year, so it has to be here, but I lost the blue. But anyways, this is what it looks like. And I got all the French knots. in it, and I don't know. Let me see. Woo! Yeah, you can kind of see the French knots. It's a little close for it. But they're turning out so cute. I do think I'm going to have to go back maybe and add some French knots to the first one, because, well, that's not going to work. Anyways, because he was my first attempt, and he's kind of scrawny. And so I may have to go back and add some fluff to him. But they're coming along. I just got 6 left to go. So that's kind of fun. Those borders, though. And the worst part about it is I'm stitching it like this because of the borders. I loved the borders, and it's why I didn't stitch it all as one, because all the charts that I found that stitch it as one changed the borders. Well, what I liked about it was all the borders, all the different borders. So now I'm regretting that. But anyways, that's Little Sheep Virtues, patience. All right, next one. Oh, I'm gonna do that one last. Now I'm gonna do this one. Always Flower Sampler is the next one I've been working on. And I did this box up here, except for the date. I haven't sat down to figure out if I could backstitch the quotes and stuff. See, there's quotes all over it and dates and stuff. And it was it was designed for linen, so you have little, it's 1/1. I'm doing 1/1, but it's 1/4 of a 1. If that makes any sense. Anyways, you know what I mean. And so obviously I can't do that on Ada very well anyway. So several people suggested that I backstitch it, or I'm assuming backstitch is when you just do the long stitch. Something like that. I'll figure it out. But I haven't decided what I'm going to put in there, because there's also an alphabet in there, and I think we've established that I don't like alphabets. But I bought it for the quotes, so the quotes are going to have to happen. But I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to take the alphabet out and put something else there. I don't know. But I should have this one done in August for sure, because all I've got left is the 2 boxes at the top, the girl in the middle and the bird, the other bird over here. So I really like, this is my grown-up stitch. It makes me feel like I'm part of the cool kids, even though it's whatever. Yeah, but this is how it's looking. I really like it, but you can tell I gotta add quotes and that kind of stuff to it. But I really like the colors, and let's see if I can. There, you can kind of see the French knots. But I'll add photos and stuff so you can see it clear. I still don't know how to pronounce her shop name. And I probably should figure it out, because I have another one to stitch thanks to Beth in December. So is anybody else going to stitch that with us? That Shabby Winter? I think I have it sitting here. This one. Who else is stitching that? Anybody gonna stitch it with us in December? There's only 21 blocks on here, so I figure that I'm gonna do a block a day, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the month working on this bottom part. And I'm changing mine and putting this bottom part on the top, and I'm getting rid of the December and just putting winter larger. But if you're going to stitch this with us, be sure to hook me up, because I want to see what everybody's doing. I think that'd be cool. I've changed the flosses on this like 65 times now, and the poor thing. But all right, anyways, back that's the same shop. This is stitching a quilt. That's what I'm working on right now. Anyways, I changed up the in here in the center. Oh, I see why it's blurry. My photo's blurry. My bad. Anyways, I changed up the love in there, and I put eat, sleep, stitch, repeat, and then I went off the rails and did a whole bunch of other stuff. But so that's what it's supposed to look like, is that. Whoops, sorry. Whoa, gravity. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to look like. I'm doing that box in the middle with the big heart. This is how it turned out. And I really like it. I changed the colors, just moved them around. They're all called for flosses. I just moved them around. I think you can see the scissors better now. I didn't know they were scissors until I started stitching them. And then the quote at the bottom, I had to frog a huge chunk of this because I, for some reason, stitched it all the way over to the side. Where was I going? So I had to frog a huge chunk of it. And so the quote is, if you see a seam ripper, now is not a good time. Because I had to frog that whole son of a gun out. And I added extra strings, and there's a little heart. You can't see it, but there's a little heart right there and stuff. So it's coming along. I really like it. I'll have this one done in July. And so that's fun. I think it's going to be cute. I'm almost not upset that don't look at the back. Wow. Woo, train wreck. That it's gone so far off the rails, because it's turning out to be really, really cute. And I can't wait to get it framed and up on the wall. And if nothing else, I will chuckle every time I view this, because I will know how many mistakes are in it. I mean, it's just chock-a-block full of mistakes. Just woo, mistakes. Anyways, that is, it's short today. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I'm sure there was other things I was supposed to talk about. I don't know if anybody wants to. Somebody had asked me a question about my stitching stand. There's my stitching stand over there. I know it's blurry, but hold on. Coffee break. I swear I don't smoke. But there are days. If I have a video and stuff about it, but it's like a quickie video. But that's my stitching frame, and that's my mess back there. Somebody wanted to know what the white, those are in the frame thing. If you look up, there, I can film from overhead. That's my framework for it. And then I got the lights. I really need to be videoing over there because it's got better lights, but I'm lazy and I want to sit in this chair. But and then if you go that way, it's I gotta fix the helmet, and oh, there's coffee, and that's the train wreck there. So yeah, I should do a clip of my wall of wonder. Maybe I'll do that later. But thank you so much. I'm almost through all of the comments now. I had the best time doing my 2023 video. Everybody's like, oh no, I couldn't do it that early. I have to do it that early. I don't know what else I'll stitch that year, but if I don't get planted now, I'm not going to be a chart collector. So it's like, you're going to stitch it, and that's what you that's what you're sticking to. I'm all about finish. They're in the driveway again. See, it's distracting. I'm all about getting things finished on the wall, and so I have some framework looking to do. I was watching something the other day, and I thought, we don't have. I live in Billings, Montana. It's not very big. We don't have room. We have a Joann's and Michael's and a Hobby Lobby, but we don't have. It's not. It's not a huge city. I mean, I used to live in Denver and several places in California, so this is not huge. But where was I going? Oh, frames. Anyways, I was watching some wreath maker on YouTube or Facebook because they're my discovery channel. I don't want to make wreaths. People that make them are great, but I don't want to do it. But they talk for an hour, and it's just rah, 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 and I don't have to look up, and I can stitch to them. I can't stitch to Flosstube because I feel like I have to pay attention, and because I'm going to leave a comment, and I can't just listen to you if I'm going to leave a comment while I'm stitching because I don't retain anything. Anyways, At Home was another place to go look for frames. So now I'm on the hunt with Goodwill, Home Depot, Hobby Lobby, and At Home to see if I can find some unique frames for this stuff. But I have to get them finished stitched first because I'm not a very good visual person, and so I have to take the stitching with me to, I hope I'm in, okay, to actually see what it's gonna look like and fit. So anyways, but so that's my stitching for June. That's it. It's busy, you guys, and I know that there's probably other things I was supposed to talk about. Mostly I keep up really good on my Instagram, and that's my main place to keep up with, but there's Mouse Potato Designs everywhere. It's me. And if you have questions, comments, leave them down below. I really love hearing from you guys. Y'all crack me up. You guys are good for the soul. Let me tell you what, because my husband comes up and he watches and reads the comments and stuff, which is creepy as it's like, you're not even interested. Don't be nosy. Anyways, he's like, do you read these? And I'm like, maybe. Why? Was it bad? And he goes, no, you should read. So anyways, he goes, you seem to be popular on there. I'm like, well, thank you. That's nice, dear. I've only been doing this forever. Anyways, you guys leave the best comments. You're so good for my soul. And I usually wait till I'm having a really bad day to read through most of them, because you can't have a bad day after listening to you guys, and you're just good for me, and I'm so glad I found my tribe. And I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna just sit here and rattle off because they're in my driveway and it's stressing me out and stuff. And I was gonna show you Benny, but I don't know where Benny went. Oh, Benny, you gonna come say hi? He's looking at me like, no. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you guys around the interwebs. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you have questions about the French knots, again, that link will be down below, or just go to mousepotatodesigns.com and you can't miss the French knots info at the top. Yeah, there we go. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you at the end of July. Bye.